Hello, Libras, and welcome. I am your host, Lord Scorpio. Today, I will be doing something a little different. Um, my actual camera is going through some technical difficulties, so I will just be demonstrating the cards with my hands. Okay. Also, thank you for tuning in and being faithful listeners and subscribers. I did take a spiritual vacation to finish up some things for 2017, and so I missed a few months. So what I want to do is a ending overview of 2017, and then do a quick review of January, February ish. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the ending of 2017 and see what 2018 brings for you. Okay, so let's take a look at your love life. I did notice that while shuffling the cards for you, Libras, that some of you will be getting engaged. Some of you are thinking about going to the altar with someone in particular. So some of you do want to keep your hopes high with that. And the first card out for your relationship is the honeymoon. Okay, so some of you are thinking about where you'll want to go on a vacation for your honeymoon or some type of getaway with someone very special. Dear God, can you please let Libras know what is in store for their love life? And it says, let go of control issues. So if some of you are trying to force someone to be with you, or if you really want to be with someone and they haven't made a decision yet, about you, then maybe 2017 was trying to let you know that maybe the honeymoon is over. Maybe those great times you've had may be coming to an ending for 2017. And some of you may need to close that. Well, some of you may have to close that chapter, and you may not want to, but it's something that you will have to do. And this is coming out for you. Heart to heart conversations. So some of you might need to have a heart to heart conversation about this ending. Maybe some of you want some closure. Maybe some of you have had some closure and you're not satisfied with the ultimate decision. So I think that this is 2017 ending was probably a hard closure for some of you Libras dealing with matters of the heart. And so there's probably some healing that need to take place with some of you Libras, okay? Maybe some of you wanted to go serious with someone, and the truth be told, you're going to have to let go of control issues because the relationship is probably not going to head in that direction. So I have the be satisfied with the times you've had with this person. I believe all is not lost. So some of you still have that long-willed spirit that you will not give up. So some of you will not be giving up the fact that you want this lover, okay? Yeah, because the King of Cups is coming up. So some of you are very much invested in your love relationships with this person, and you do not want to give up so easy. So some of you will be convincing or have already convinced this person that you're the one. And yeah, some of you are willing to give up partnerships and people that have intervened in your relationship. Or maybe some of you want to give up the player lifestyle and convince this person that they are the one. Yeah, because this person ultimately makes you happy. You probably have not met someone that has really just sparked your interest, that has just really made you feel that you found love. And this wants to come out. So yeah, again, some of you have felt that you have met your soulmate. You want to go to the altar. You feel like this person makes you a better person. They've increased your spiritual nature, made you feel closer to God because you've been doing a lot of praying for this person to accept, maybe even some apologies or to just reconsider. So this is what your 2017 love life has consisted of at the ending of 2017. So let's see what the angels have to say about the closure of 2017 Libras. Yes, I will be doing 2018, January, February for those Libras tuning in as of right now. I have been missing for several months, so I'm just giving closure to some of the Libras that do want to hear a word of advice for the ending of 2017 in case they've missed something. Okay, so life purpose. Okay, this has come out for your angel reading. It says basically, you where you are, you know, it's divine purpose, it's divine timing. Everything happens for a reason. What you've went through, what you're going through, what you're feeling is all part of this growing process, Libras. So nothing is by mistake, and maybe you feel that there's a purpose for meeting this person. Okay, and it says have confidence. So again, a lot of you will be gaining some type of confidence in moving forward. You feel that that you're confident about the role that you've played in their life. You're confident about the role you've played in your own life. You're confident about where you are in life at this time, and you want to ask this person for a second chance. You know, so some of you have come to, maybe some of you are even asking God, you know, maybe some of you have become overconfident, and maybe you guys are asking God, well, was I fulfilling my life purpose? Was I being all that I can be? Was I being self-centered? Was I being loving? Was I being giving? Was I honest? You know, all of these questions you could be asking yourself. You could be asking God at the end of 2017, were you fulfilling your purpose in your life and in other people's lives? You know, maybe asking God to even forgive you for being ego driven. So maybe if you guys haven't asked yourself, maybe you should, because if you guys, you know, are sending the wrong prayers into the universe, you guys could be needing to dig a little harder. Okay, so that was for the ending of 2017 angelic advice. So let's go ahead and see what the final word of advice was for you for 2017 Libras. I do not have my super chat activated right now because of the technical difficulties. And so I'm not able to read any comments at this time. Dear God, what is your ultimate advice for Libras? Okay, this one came up very strong. So some of you may be pursuing, maybe taking the time to pursue money, work, investment. Some of you have worked so hard, you are ready to invest. And so let's go ahead and put that down. And let's go ahead and do this layout. Excuse me. Okay, so it looks like some of you are rushing ahead to make some type of final investment or decision, and you're scared that your investment or decisions will be in vain. Some of you are not sure what to do. Some of you are not sure if you're ready for a relationship, if you're ready for a change in work environment, if you're ready to buy a new house. Some of you have saved some type of, looks like some type of finances, and you're trying to figure out what to do with it, where to go, you know, where should you be, you know, is it going to work out with what you want to do with your hard work and efforts. And it's showing that you're going through some type of new cycle, some type of new reawakening. And God says, you know, make sure you balanced. Make sure you're balanced about what you're trying to do. Make sure that you're not trying to. Make sure that you don't create some type of karmic backflow for yourself. As far as, okay, it's like if you do something, do it from the kindness of your heart. Do it with goodwill and faith. Don't do it because you feel like oh, I better, you know, like the world owes you something. If you're going to do something with your life at this time, or if you have done this for the ending of 2017, looks like some of you are trying to make whatever you do count for the long haul, which is really good. So it looks like you guys are trying to balance your karma. Okay, so this wants to come out. Let's go ahead and put this up. And so it looks like you guys are rushing ahead. And it shows that it looks like you guys are trying to make a decision with who you want to be ultimately with. And you guys are rushing ahead because you feel like you're running out of time. So it looks like some of you could be trying to join forces with other people, whether it be business endeavors or relationships, and you feel that if you don't make a decision now, that someone could possibly steal your opportunities. And I really feel that you have options, but you feel like you're running out of time. Okay, and let's get some clarifications on that. Did Libra make the ultimate decisions for 2017? Okay, so it looks like you've been trying to balance this situation for a while, and you've been really hoping and praying for your blessings to come through. And whatever it is, it has caused you a lot of stress. Like you're trying to figure it out. You're trying to make it right. And yet you don't know what to do. And it shows final justice that, well, it looks like the scales are about to be balanced. Well, they have been balanced for the ending of 2017. And it looks like a woman has made a decision to cut you out. So it doesn't matter what you do. It seems like this situation is already written in the stars. And for whatever reason, maybe you have run out of time. Okay, so some of you are going through growing pains right now. Whatever you had been trying to work on, you might have needed to give that up for 2017 and go in a different direction. And I don't think whatever you were working hard to do, it was not leading up. It was not the right time. Okay, I don't think it was a mistake like your angels had said. It was part of the life purpose. It was something that you had needed to learn. And because of that, it's time to move on in a different direction. Try again later, but 2017 was not your time for that purpose, okay? So you might need to apply that energy like it suggested. Continue to work, continue to invest in long-term endeavors, okay? So let's move on to 2018, January, February. Well, I'll be back for February, so let's do January. I know we're already halfway into January. I don't care. I do things my own way, okay? So let's see if anything has changed in Libra's love life. Okay? Has anything changed in Libra's love life for 2018? What's in store for Libra's early 2018? Okay, so your cards are jumping out. So it says very soon. Okay, Libra, very soon. And it says wedding. So again, some of you are really trying to get married. Some of you could be ready to pop the question. Some of you are ready to settle down. You know, you're ready for a new change. And it says release your ex. So very soon you will be releasing your ex because you feel that maybe they're not ready for what it is that this great vision that you have. Or maybe you're thinking, I want you, maybe you're going to get the answer for a long awaited question. And when you get your answer, you might have to release your ex in order to get this marriage that you ultimately seek so that you can very soon meet someone. Or maybe you guys have a couple of exes you'll have to release in order for this to transpire. So let's go ahead and get some clarity on that. Okay, the cards are speaking. Okay, so it says you already know. This is the Hierophant. I'm sorry, the High Priestess. So it says it's already in your subconscious. You already know what you're supposed to do. And it says, look at the details. Look at the history. There's something about that. Okay, maybe it's saying you should have married your ex a long time ago, and you're gonna figure that out very soon. You waited too long. And it says the wheel. Yeah, the wheel is pretty active right now. So, the wheel of fortune, this thing, it turns and it turns and turns until it stops. So the question is, where exactly did your fortune stop in this relationship? So some of you could be off course with that. Yeah, some of you could be waiting and hoping for, a knight in shining armor or a beautiful mistress to come your way and make you feel that, this is the perfect wife. Okay, so the question is, I think the bigger question is, should you leave your ex or do you need to meet someone else? Because some of you may have to release your ex in order to have. If some of you Libras are married, some of you are going to have to release your ex so that you can continue to have a successful marriage. If it's not successful, you're just going to have to release your ex so you can work on your marriage at this time. Okay? Okay, so yeah, a lot of love investment in Libra's love life in 2018. You guys have been working very hard for a relationship, preparing for a family. Yeah, you guys are working hard, maybe saving up for a house, or working hard to prove to this woman that you're the one. Or maybe you guys have been all work and no play and you've neglected your family or your woman, and someone's ready to get away. Someone's ready to run from you. They feel like, this is a joke. I'm not important to this person. So I think very soon you guys will realize the importance of relationships and hearts of the matter rather than money. Maybe some of you have valued money more than you have valued relationships, and people no longer believe that you have what it takes. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. A lot of you have some decision making to do, you Libras. Okay, so let's see what the angels have to say for your 2018. Okay, and these two popped up. So family and law of attraction. Again, you guys' reading is really surrounded around the things that really matter in life. And, family, some of you are ready for a family. Some of you are ready to settle down. And it says law of attraction. So maybe you're attracted to someone that has a family. Maybe you're attracted to someone that you envision having a family with. Maybe you feel that this is the ideal person. And perhaps it is. Universe, angels, heavenly angels, God, please allow them to give Libra an ultimate deal breaker. Okay, so this one came flying out, the ocean. So some of you have been very emotional. Some of you have, I feel like some of you really miss this person. Some of you may be so frustrated, it may be a tear or two have fallen from your eyes. Maybe some of you have felt forgotten. Some of you could be in love with a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. And you are just ultimately attracted to this person like the moon is to the ocean. The waves being driven by the frequencies and the electricity of the moon. If you feel that you have a soul connection with this person, and you feel that you can't really find that every day. You can't really find that with the other people that you're connecting with, and you feel that there's a sense of loneliness here that you're feeling at this time in the early part of the year. It looks like God is also saying, what you are, who you are, is what you attract. And if you're pay attention to what you're attracting in your life right now. Are you attracting people that want a family, or are you attracting people that want to be single, free, carefree, without those obligations? And some of you are just could be having a hard time meeting people that's on your level. And it's probably so frustrating. It's probably so deep right now that you feel a sense of emptiness. So my advice to you is to stay consistent and do not give up, Libra. The sun will shine, And if it does not work in this time, in this era, nothing is forever. And at the same time, pick yourself up, try again at a later time, or just with someone new. Just have faith that someone new will come your way. And, those gray clouds and gray skies will have to go away in order for the beautiful essence of the universe to reveal itself again. It's kind of like a hidden forest. Once you get past the bushels and the trees, you'll enter into a secret garden, and just have hope that you will reach the center of this connection that you ultimately yearn for. Okay, so let's do a final in-depth on what's going to happen for Libra 2018. This is so interesting. This just came out. This is the Hermit, okay? And what this is saying, God is saying, I am with you. I have my angels there with you. And again, this could represent, I often refer to the Hermit as a water sign. Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. And again, there is a very deep connection here with a water sign, and some of you may even be feeling ignored. And God is saying they're receiving the universal messages, but at this time, they are centering themselves and they are refocusing themselves. And maybe the universe is telling you to do the same. Continue to be patient. Maybe some of you have not been patient enough. Maybe you have, waited so long that you'll have to wait till things get back on track, okay? But whatever it is, you guys need to continue doing some soul searching. As soon as I said this, just this jumped out. Again, reminding you again, your subconscious. God wants to speak to your subconscious. There is something internally that he wants to tap into and let you know that just because you want it doesn't mean you're going to get it. Everyone has to wait their turn, okay? That's part of the universe. So you're being guided by the universe at this time. You may want to rush some type of process in your life, but God is saying, I am ultimately in control. And that is what I want you to understand. That when I tell you to move and you don't move, you're going to have to wait your turn. This is coming up. Yeah, he wants to ultimately bring some type of balance from within you into the exterior world. So you're going to be balancing your life. Okay, you're going to be balancing your life in the beginning of 2018. And this is jumping out. Yeah, so you're tiptoeing between two different worlds. You're transitioning right now. So whatever growing pains you're going through, just understand it's all with purpose right now. Okay, the world is not against you. It may feel like it because it's not happening within your timing, but just know that God says, I am with you. Yeah. This is representing a happy home. This is representing ultimate happiness, fulfillment, love, everything, okay? Some of you are still trying to, again, some of you want to buy a home. Some of you want to fill the home with a family. And you feel that you don't want to buy this home and it be an empty home. So some of you are maybe having a little anxiety if you're ever going to be ultimately fulfilled. And I believe God is saying, yes, you will. Yes, you will. You're just tiptoeing between two worlds right now. Okay, you're just going through the beginning of the forest. It's like you see how far you have to go inside. Now you just have to go within. Okay, and you don't like it. Okay, but you're gonna have to go through these changes and allow God to speak to you, because there's something internally that needs to happen that you're not aware of. So you need to dig deep inside, okay? So I feel that a lot of you will be going through some spiritual changes. Listen to the signs, pay attention, pray, listen, okay? When the universe talks to you. Some of you don't know how to listen when the universe talks to you. So some of you may need to open up your eyes at this time. So thank you for joining me. Again, Libra, I wish you the best, okay? Peace and love.